Hi, my lovely internet audience. I'm trying to be a bit more vague when I come on instead of just addressing one platform so that I can share it on multiple platforms if needed. I want to start off being very transparent. I I had to deal with a medical emergency today. I have something personal medically that I don't want to say struggle with, but sometimes it is a struggle um which can really make itself obvious to other people. Um I was able to start filming today because I sort of came down from the worst of it probably about 30 minutes ago. Um I've got a cold on top of it, so I'm really not feeling my best, and I'm in a lot of pain. Now, I felt compelled to come on here and talk about that today because, you know, I, one of the ways that it impacts me is I get these negative thoughts, and I try to look for the good in situations, and I try to really face the world with that good being at the forefront. Um, but it's very important to me to feel that I'm being genuine with myself and with others. Sometimes it is really difficult, and sometimes health just makes it just adds another obstacle to our journeys. Um, and I just wanted to be very transparent and share that today. I made a commitment to produce more online content to talk about what I've learned and to share who I am. And I want to do more of that, but in the past, I've been really picking and choosing what days, what times to share that kind of work because I want to do it on days where I feel good. But that's not always possible. Today, if I'm being really honest with myself and with everyone, I feel very bad. I feel very terrible. But and ideally I would like to work after I feel better, but I don't know when that will be. And I believe there are a lot of people out there who undergo these invisible struggles. And I wonder about the effects of only choosing to share or be vulnerable when we can show ourselves in a good light. I'm not a company from like a PR standpoint. I am a person. We all have good days and bad days. And in my mind, I wish I could just make myself believe that I'm in perfect health. But um I'm doing the best that I can, and that's all I can do. Now, I've definitely been prioritizing rest. And I was like, do I really want to work and make content? Because the idea of doing that, it just felt like suffering. Um, but I wanted to, is it mitigate the right word that I'm looking for? These feelings that, like, I just felt my intuition, or I just felt this desire to want to work. So I don't think these are the best conditions for me to come on here and talk to you about what I'm learning on Firebot. Um, because I'm sort of riding these physical waves today. I would say right now, I'm feeling some pain, but other than some like emotion, I'm doing pretty well. Shortly before this started, when I am at my worst, it's not a seizure, but it can look to other people as if it's just a very, it appears to be very scary. Sometimes I lose the ability to talk. It's like I'm hyperventilating, and sometimes the pain comes out of me in these short bursting screams. But I think actually doing this and sitting at my mic is helping me relax and sort of recover from that. So if that starts to happen, I just want to let you know kind of what's going on. I talked to my doctor right before this, and she sort of referred to them as like feeling like brain zaps. Um, but she says that, it's not dangerous. It just these are some feelings that will pass. I started experiencing these at their worst, I think right before the boot camp. Um, and it was so scary at first. I had no idea what was happening. I was like, maybe this is a panic attack, or it was just very scary. I was experiencing these convulsions, and I couldn't control like these short bursty screams, and sort of these, I don't want to say tics because that's not, medically that's not what they are, but I lose control of movements in my head, my face, my body, and then sometimes my muscles clamp up, and sometimes the people who know that I go through this will come over and, put some blankets on me, or just try to hold me down so that I don't injure myself. Um I just wanted to be vulnerable about that and talk about that, because sometimes um this can put me on sort of like a spiral down thought process. Sometimes I lose hope that that sometimes I think that I'll become a liability, that like if I work a job in an office, that people won't want to have me there because no one wants to like see that. But I know it's not a rational way of thinking, because obviously people, they just want to see you be healthy and safe. Um um I just get very fearful. Like, I'm in good health, but I get so fearful on days where my health is not at its best, and I feel guilt for the people that I work with. It was it was difficult for me going through my coding boot camp, because I've had to hide. Not that I've had to hide, but I felt like in my mind, I felt like I had to hide um this from people because I don't want people to worry. So when I would feel things getting bad, I would go into the bathroom and then just wait for just sort of the uncontrollable, like, body reactions to stop. And I think it's bad for one's mental health when they're isolating themselves in times that are difficult. Um, um, and it shouldn't be that way. I know I can't be the only one who may be putting on a brave face for the people around them. So for those of you who are going through struggles that you just don't want to share, and you're kind of bearing that weight on your own, I see you. You know, I see you. Not literally, but I don't know the best way to word that. I have a lot of respect for you. Well, I think that's about all I have to say about that topic. But I did want to come on here, even at my worst. This isn't my worst, but like, even on days that feel really bad, I still want to take steps forward, and I want to do it in a healthy way. I heard a quote that resonated with me. I wrote it down on my phone. I can't remember where it was from, but it's basically saying that, like, no one can take away from your progress towards your goals. You're going to keep moving towards your goal, and the only person who can stop that progress is you stopping. No matter what anyone else does to try to stop it, you're still continually moving forward towards it. And the way I like to think of it is that my goal is coming towards me. So I think when I'm facing these physical struggles, there's still progress I can make, and I think I get really upset because I feel like the fear of, like, how people are going to... It just feels like having a dirty secret. Like, the fear of... I don't even know what the fear is, but I like to do something on days like that to go towards my goals while also not being in a place where I am not putting my health first. I think I have treated today in a way where I've definitely done that. I've talked to my medical professionals today. I've done what I need to do. So right now I'm just on a surfboard out on a very wavy ocean, sort of waiting for the storm to pass. But I am capable of doing something. So I'm honoring that for myself today. What I wanted to do this week was share with you, well, one, I wanted to do a live stream. I thought about live streaming this discussion, but I was like, man, if it gets bad, LinkedIn especially has all these rules in regards to live streaming, and they specifically don't want you to go under 15 minutes. And I was like, man, if something goes wrong, I want to be able to bail quickly. So no live stream today. And then normally I would like to transcribe what I say, but I think doing that would feel like a drain to me. And after this, I just want to go back to laying down and hydrating and watching the 1984 Dune version, which I'd never seen before. So no walking you through what I've learned on Firebob. No live stream today. I did want to talk about St. Baldricks. I did say earlier that I wanted to describe why I'm bald. St. Baldricks is a charity organization that I am so thankful that I found. I believe the first time I found them was like 2011 or 2012. I saw a picture on Facebook that a friend of mine had posted of this woman who was getting her head shaved at an event. Just a young girl, like probably 20 years old, who I didn't know, but my friend knew. She was getting her head shaved. I believe she had just been diagnosed with cancer. And I just remember looking at that photo. Just thinking, like, that is the most beautiful woman I've ever seen. There was just, like, this energy, like, exploding out of that photo. And I was so moved. She had gotten her head shaved at a St. Baldrick's event. They do these events every year, usually around St. Patrick's Day, which I love because that's always during my birthday week. And people go to these places. You put in your zip code on their website, and you can find these local places near you where people get together and they shave people's heads, and they raise money for childhood cancer research. And you don't have to go out. First of all, you don't have to get your head shaved if you don't want. They're just a fun event to join, and you can reach out to them and host your own event or do a virtual event and raise money online. And the thing that I love about it is that there are multiple ways to help. So, one, by shaving my head, it's just fun. People have a lot of wild reactions to that, and you can collect donations and then send them over to St. Baldrick's. And then also, once you have the hair off your head, you get to donate it to a company of your choosing. I started donating my hair to Wigs for Kids. This was my third year participating, third year doing the head shave. Unfortunately, I couldn't donate to Wigs for Kids this year, so I just have my hair in a baggie here. Let me know if you want it. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. But, I couldn't donate it this year because I had bleached it, and, Wigs for Kids, they take, non-bleached hair, so I still felt a connection. I still felt a very strong desire, to shave my head, even though I couldn't donate my hair. Um, I really love working with St. Baldricks because one of the themes that I've been working on during my job search is having a sense of control. Um, because there are elements in a job search that are out of your control, and you can only focus on what's in your control. And when there are times in my life where there's a an element of faith that's needed to get through. Um, I had a manager in particular when I used to work at Chipotle. He would tell me that, during moments in life like those, it's really important to give back when there's something that you need in life. I think when you give, it comes back to you twofold, threefold, tenfold. But I think having that faith, I think there's something almost magical about it. Just finding a way to help others while you're also helping yourself. And I really wanted to recommend St. Baldrick's as an avenue to do that. For people who are in their job search like me, if it's not um in your budget to be able to give to a charity organization financially, or you don't have much time or energy to give, um shaving your head is such a quick thing. I say quick, but it took me 2 hours. There were a lot of nicks involved. um I just think there's something so beautiful that just by giving away a piece of my body, a piece of my hair that's not gonna hurt me, that can initiate change. So whether it's being an active listener for someone in need, or finding another creative way to help others, whether it's sharing your content, sharing what you've learned, um, I really stand by it. Like, I think giving is our greatest joy in life. So I'm so incredibly thankful to St. Baldrick's. I love it. About every like 6 to 7 years, I shave my head and donate my hair. So I want to keep doing that for the rest of my life until my hair stops growing back, and then I'll have to find something else to do. Um, but they're a great organization. If you have any questions, I would love to try my best to answer them. Um, Maybe I'll post. My community has sent me a lot of memes about my head, and it was funny timing because Avatar came out in Aang. I me with my widow's peak, I very much resemble Aang, so I always had people asking me to draw an arrow on my head, and we did some of that for our fundraiser on stream. We had some fun. Um, so perhaps I will upload some of the funny photos that my friends have made. Uh, it just brought a lot of joy to my life and a lot of lightness. Lightness? Like light as an opposite of dark light, but also just kind of lifting that weight off of you. So, I think that's all I have to share. I hope you'll bear with me. I want to post this. I don't I don't particularly want to go through my transcription right now and post it, but I'll try to have the captions on there, as flawed as they might be. Um and I'll work on resting up. I'm really fortunate. I am working on a pod project right now. We're working on Ripple AI, so I'll deliver more updates about that. I'm incredibly grateful that I am. Sorry for my snotty nose. I am project managing that and doing some QA testing, and I'm incredibly thankful as always to Amber, who is letting me do mock interviews with her for QA. Yeah, I'm working on some automated functions for my bot for streaming on Twitch, and I hope to expand more to stream simultaneously and on more platforms. Oh, and then I told you all I did my week 1 of the CrossFit Open, so I am also trying. I will heal at my body's time. I can't dictate or change that, but I'm hoping that I will feel better by next Friday. It'll be week 2. I'll keep taking care of myself, and I hope you do as well. And I don't have a snazzy way to end this. And normally on my streams, I love to end things with a bit of like tense, awkward silence, but that seems to just play on certain platforms and not all of them. I think in the this week especially, I'm trying to just put one platform's content on all the rest. So, perhaps I'll spare you from that. But that is Batty on my TV, my dog, and that's fake Batty behind me, my little stuffed animal version of her that kind of looks creepy and taxidermied, mostly just because of the eyes, but I appreciate her nonetheless. I will catch you next time. Bye.